So, nice simple dish. I'm not sure why it's called Bombay potatoes. Maybe it's quite an old Anglo-Bangladeshi recipe, because Bombay is now Chennai, which is the capital of Tamil Nadu in South East India. And potatoes, as you know, are aloo. So, 2 tablespoons of seasoned oil. What we're going to do, we're going to be making a really nice spice combination. So, what do you think of, what spices accompany potatoes? Yeah, you know, fennel, cinnamon, fenugreek powder, cardamom powder. So let's just add a good pinch of fennel seed, a little piece of cassia bark. Sorry, it's not cinnamon, and just to flavour that oil even more. And just going to let that heat up a little bit, and then we're going to add some quite chunky onions. We're going to sweat those down somewhat. This is enough for 2. And isn't it amazing? You know, the stringy bits on the outside of the onion, restaurants actually use these because they're cheap and profit orientated, obviously. But it's quite interesting to see people replicating BIR dishes and using this at home when they have a choice. These are going straight in the bin, guys. They're stringy. Always take the outer 1 or 2 layers at least off your onions, because you can add that touch of magic at home that restaurants can't afford to do. Let's let the onions sweat down, we'll come back. So I just want to mention something quickly, is those onions are sweating down really nice high temperature, nice chunky onions, because we're using whole potatoes, as we're going to see in a moment. So my last, you know, how I marinate chicken for tandoor, I left half of the tandoori masala separate, and all I did, I wanted to just show you that I missed it off the last video. I added it to this tomato puree and water mix, double concentrated tomato puree, a good 2 heaped dessert spoons full, with another double that quantity of water, so it becomes quite liquidy but not too liquidy. So we have our homemade, really nice, flavourful tandoori tomato mix there. Okay. So we're going to add dessert spoon and a bit of nice freshly made ginger and garlic paste, with ratios of this time about 70-40 in garlic's favour. Sorry, 70-30. So a little bit more garlic than ginger. I'm going to sweat that off. So give it a good stir, and you know when it's basically cooked, when it starts catching on the edge. Now we're going to add these amazing whole spices that I don't think, a lot of starters in restaurants are pretty similar, aren't they? Especially here in the British Indian restaurant. We have half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, a good pinch of cardamom, half a teaspoon of fenugreek powder, and a teaspoon of mixed powder. So that's the attentive little touches that you can do when you're at home. You know, think, what's the main ingredient? Is it potatoes, mushrooms, cauliflower, whatever? And think what spices go near, you know, what's a good combination? Don't just put your mixed powder in. It's just a waste of an opportunity, and it's just so boring, and that's what the restaurants do. But we're cooking at home, aren't we? So we're just going to sizzle those spices off. 40 seconds, we'll come back. That little handful of small green chopped capsicum, paprika, bell peppers, whatever, and a good half a chef spoon of that amazing homemade tandoori masala and tomato mix. So we really just loosen it all up. We'll come back in a moment. We'll just loosen it up. That's fine. So, half a kilo of baby potatoes, new potatoes. That's something different as well. Yes, you could criticise the dish and say, surely with the skin on the potatoes, are they going to absorb all those great flavours from the spices? That's why I'm using baby. I understand where you'd be coming from if you thought that, but this will be fine. This will just be really great tasting the skin on new potatoes is so thin that you can get away with it. And I want to cook something different to what other people are doing as well. Not that I'm watching other people's videos, but you know, I'm frequenting restaurants very regularly, and it's looking great, isn't it? So just let that heat up a bit, we'll come back. So not much chilli in this, because it's a starter, it's meant as an appetizer, it's meant to be really flavoursome. So we're just going to add some base gravy now that's heating up alongside.